Hey there, my name is Scott Engler. I'm the author of The Job Interview and Legends of the Recruiting and Career World. Today the topic is I hate job searching too. And the reason I'm sharing this is actually it was kind of brought on about just a few situations I had yesterday, and I was talking to this guy and I just got that feeling that he wouldn't understand some of the things that I go through and that he wouldn't have that sensitivity. And while I don't necessarily always agree that it's you need to find someone to mentor you or work with that really gets you because they're like that too, I don't think that's always necessary. I do think that it's very helpful. And I can only speak from my own experience that if I have, and I do, when I have, a coach and people that understand, I'm entrepreneurial. So when I'm talking to my coach and I'm trying to explain to him how I'm feeling, he gets it, and it just makes it easier to feel like you're understood. And I wanted to share today that it's like, I hate job searching too. I was just even thinking about it yesterday for some reason. Like, if I had to redo my resume right now, I'd be pissed. I wouldn't want to do it. And it's funny because so many times when I start working with someone, they're like, oh, I thought you were going to write my resume for me. And, I tell them that I'm going to edit their resume once they put it down because I'm not the expert of what career experience they've had. And I know that's not usually the answer they want to hear. And the reason I'm sharing that today is because I completely understand that feeling. It's like, I want someone to do that for me too. I don't want to do it. I don't want to write a cover letter and have to revise it. And, so I get it, and I've been through it. And I just think it's important to let people know that even though that I work as a coach and have this expertise in an area, that I do understand what it feels like being on the other end. And I really think that's important to know for someone when they're going through something that's frustrating and difficult. And it's like, look, I get it. One of my PowerPoints that I did a couple years ago, or workshops, is called Job Searching Sucks. It's like, look, I get that there's parts of it just that are not enjoyable whatsoever, and you're dealing with something where you don't, it's stressful, you may or may not be getting income, whatever the case is, you're obviously trying to get out of a painful situation. So I understand how things can get overwhelming, and that's all the more reason why it's helpful to have someone that understands and someone that is going to compassionately and lovingly hold you accountable, but also make sure that you get it done. And, and just to go into why I do the 80-20 model in my coaching, which is, putting your best 20% forward and getting the 80% results. For example, for me, I hate resumes. I hate I hate doing mundane things like having to fill out an application. To me, it's horrible. I just don't like it in my own business. I don't like it when I'm job searching. But what I do enjoy, and what does come naturally to me, is I love going to networking events. I love meeting new people. I love connecting with people. Obviously, I have a passion and interest about what people are doing for their business and their careers, and how they've come to be in those careers. And I love helping people, grow in their business or promoting them just naturally. So that's something that I enjoy, and that's a way to job search, a very effective way, as a matter of fact, because research continues to show that 70% of jobs are gotten from networking. So all that other technical stuff, while it is necessary at some point to have a good resume to send out, it's not where I need to put my 80%, if that makes sense. So, and if you're not a natural networker in person, there's other types of networking that I work with my clients. Maybe you're more of a, online support forum. I think about this guy the other day. He helped me out. I had a question. I started doing Google Live, and this really nice guy, he sent me this this live YouTube instructional video he shared about how to use that site. And I haven't met this guy, but most tech people are not naturally the most outgoing, what's extroverted people in the world, and maybe he is, but I'm using this as an example of, even if you're not, extremely extroverted, that this guy was very helpful, very kind, and he shared this video, and he had all these videos on his YouTube about instructionals on how to use different platforms. And it's like, hey, look, that's a great way of networking, and it was really powerful. And I even wrote him like a nice little blurb under his video for him coming to help me out in a time crunch. I had like a live thing I was doing in like 20 minutes, so I really appreciated his help, and I couldn't have done that if he didn't reach out to me online and show me that video. So there's always different ways, and that's what I love about what I do, is I realize that people are different and we're motivated differently, and we're good at certain things and some things not so good at. So that's part of the joy of my job, is really working with people to put their best foot forward. Anyway, so again, I get it. I hate parts of job searching too. If you're listening to this message and you think just hearing it can maybe help someone else out, might be struggling and going through a tough time, maybe you yourself need to really ask yourself today, well, what's my 20%? What's my best 20%? Where do I feel alive? What comes naturally to me? Like I shared, for me, the networking thing, it's like, no one has to teach me that. No one has to tell me to do that. I enjoy it. I want to help people. I took this lady's yoga class yesterday, and it was awesome. And the first thing is like, hey, do you have any flyers? Because I noticed there wasn't that many people in the class. I'm like, I could pass out some flyers for you. Like, no problem. I'd love to help this class get bigger, And for me, it's like, I'm not doing that to win anything, to make money. I just enjoy it. So find those things that you do that are natural, that you enjoy in your job search, and I promise you'll see better results. That's all for today.